Hello there. Now this game's a bit of an enemy trampling session, basically. You could also call it a whitewash. We pretty much just go around destroying everyone that we come across. But I think it was still a pretty good game. I think we kicked ass in style, and that's what counts, you know? Or at least that's what should count. And that's what we'll be counting in this video. So, enjoy. Here I am inspecting my weapon. Very important. You don't want it malfunctioning during a fight.
You've captured the quarry.
Grease it up beforehand. Grease it up beforehand.
You lost the water.
And now I'm just following this other bloke over to the waterfall. Because that's what I do. And then we encounter an engineer. And we kill him. Or at least we attempt to. When it comes to shooting engineers, you generally speaking don't want to be close to them because they will barrage you with barrels and bombs and knock you all over the place, which is a real pain in the arse. So it's best to let other people get knocked around by things whilst you're busy shooting them, which is the whole point in having a gun, really. Thief comes in. Oh no, is that a warrior? It's a warrior comes in spinning in our faces, and we have to teach him a lesson for that. So I stun him, which allows everybody else to beat him up a bit. And yeah, we drop him. I mean, we're not going to drop him when there's 4 of us. It's just a matter of time, really. You know, play your own little game and have a race to see how fast you can drop people if you want. I wouldn't, because it's boring, but you can. Anyway, then keep taking these points as you do. That's what's important in this game. I'm not sure why these guys are hiding in this cave. I don't know what. I don't know if they're just trying to set up a house or something. God, I don't know. But either way, I go about doing what's important in the world and taking the graveyard, fighting mesmers, which is not something I enjoy doing, but mesmers are there to be fought, so fight them. Luckily a thief gets in there too, but he gets turned into a bird, which isn't good, but it's better than running across 4 enemies when you could have just gone straight up the ladder, straight up the stairs to the quarry and taken that instead. Why on earth I ran straight across the 4 of them, I don't know. I think maybe because I saw my allies on the minimap coming that way, but it's still a bad move. There's no need for it. Just keep yourself safe. You've got a gun, you can hit people from range. And this is very important, finishing people off. You need to finish people off in PvP. Don't just knock them down, because they can always get stealth rezzed by a thief or someone else who can use stealth. Or alternatively, the moment you turn your back and do something else, the moment you're fighting somebody else can come around the back and res them without you noticing. And the next thing you know, all their cooldowns are back up and they're using all their skills on you again, and you're the one getting killed and dropped. And instead of you getting back up, they'll just finish you like you should have done to them. So always drop people. Here a thief turns invisible, and I just slash him whilst he's on the floor, because that's what you do to the invisible ones. You can't stomp them obviously once they turn invisible, but they usually take quite a lot of damage, especially thieves. I mean, they're usually glass cannon, so just stand there beating the hell out of them while on the floor, teach them a lesson for being pains in the arse, I guess. As you saw just there, I just rolled across the caltrops. Always keep in mind of where you're moving. I mean, there's going to be all sorts of bits and pieces thrown down by the enemy, which you need to make sure to avoid. And here, as you can see, I just slashed through them roots. Those roots can be incredibly annoying. There's been multiple times where they've bugged out on me, and I've been locked into the floor, basically, or some other weird shit's happened whilst I've been attempting to get rid of them. Don't shoot them, because I'm pretty sure shooting them doesn't work. Get out a hand-to-hand combat weapon and try and slash them to pieces, because otherwise you might be there a while. As you can see here, as I'm fighting this mesmer, I'm also making my way over to the point, because it's important to take those points, keep them. And since I can shoot, you know, move to the point whilst fighting the mesmer. Why I ran up here, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I was trying to dupe the mesmer, or if I was probably just trying to get away, just trying to stay healthy. She decides to fight me from across the point, which is fine. You know, really, you don't want her here contesting it with you. So if she wants to fight across it, that's fine. Luckily, I'm not getting annihilated here. It's probably because the mesmer is using a scepter. The scepter's quite a hopeless weapon for the mesmer, to be honest. It's probably their least useful weapon. Having an ally here helps as well, though, because a lot of the time mesmers do absolutely destroy me. But this one was not the type to be doing so. And then the thief joins in. Again, though, he's a bit late to the party. We've already dropped the mesmer. We should really be finishing off the mesmer, but thieves, you can finish thieves off quickly, so it's not so bad to divert your attention there and drop that thief quickly and then go and quickly finish him off. Quickly. As you can see, my warrior ally there threw his hammer. What am I trying to say? He didn't throw his hammer immediately at the enemy. That's something you don't want. That's something you don't want to do. Don't throw your hammer just for the sake of throwing it as a warrior. Wait till someone's trying to drop you before throwing it. Otherwise, you just waste it. Don't just throw it at someone to laugh at them and watch them get knocked down, because it doesn't achieve anything. Wait till someone's about to finish you off and then go for it. As you can see, I'm getting slaughtered here. My ally's on the floor again. I can't really get to him in time. I'm just trying to save myself at the moment. And I realise here that I am in a lot of trouble, so I quickly switch to my sword, leap over the point, and block my way out of there. I didn't need to use it, but you never know. I might have had to, and if I hadn't used it, that'd be the time I'd probably get killed. And so thus far, I am still alive. Going for the hunter here, I should really probably be going onto the point and fighting whoever's on there. The hunter's not much of a dangerous target, so there's really no need to be going after her. But sod it, you know, why not? Get out the way of those arrows, and then I line up a kill shot to boom into her, which all seems to work just fine. Healing myself up here to stay alive and using my Signet of Rage, get on them buffs and get rid of those conditions, and yeah, keep hammering them. She doesn't notice the kill shot going into her back, which drops her, and then goes straight in for the finish. I'm playing decently here. You know, sometimes I play horribly, but right here I'm playing alright. I mean, it's easy to play alright when you're suddenly surrounded by 4 allies, so, you know, it's not hard to do. Why they don't take the point here, I don't know. They could all be getting some extra honour points, but they all have some bloodlust and fly straight over to the first red name they see, which is fine. I mean, if that's what they want to do, they can do so. They don't need the honour. It's all up to them. Suddenly notice that's a clone and decide, sod it, I might as well go for the graveyard. No point in finishing off clones. Take points, and you'll see a little wispy black line there. That tells you someone invisible is just around the corner. They're looking to hunt you down. Luckily, this thief isn't on much life. I tried to use my sword F1 ability to hold him in place whilst beating down on him and putting on bleeds, but it doesn't work, and he manages to get away. That happens, you know. You can't force it. The hunter comes back in though. Not in a great situation because we've got a bunch of allies here, but then there's another enemy that's just arrived, and well, there's quite a few of them in here now, so now it's coming to quite an even fight. But I'm deciding to keep on hammering this hunter, but change target to the Mesmer since all my allies are on her. You may as well focus targets with your allies because those ones will drop faster. Plus a Mesmer is a much bigger threat than a hunter most of the time, from my experience anyway. But a kill shot blams into her back and drops her before she can probably get away. I decided not to finish her because the hunter otherwise is just going to keep shooting me in the face while I'm attempting to do so. So I decided to finish off the hunter instead, and hope my allies behind me will actually deal with the Mesmer. But then I go back for the Mesmer because I think, you know what, I need to make sure that Mesmer doesn't get back up. That's really not something I want. And the Mesmer's disappeared, and I don't know what I'm doing at this point, so I just say, sod it, go for the thief instead. Should be helping out my ally here, but too busy trying to get off kill shots. But that doesn't work. I eventually go back for my ally, but he's up anyway. Get out of the purple stuff. Get out of that bad condition creating mess. Get out of the arrow AoEs, or get out of all the enemy AoEs. None of them are nice, so just stay away from them. See that Mesmer drop, and the game suddenly ends. So yes, that's that, I guess. Not sure if I accidentally knocked that thief down there, but whatever, I'll take it. And even though the game's over, I decided to go haywire on him because I've taken a lot of shit from thieves in the past, so I figure I might as well destroy him before the game ends. And that is the end of that, I'm afraid. Bye!